All right, here we are, after hours. Jeff and Julia. Oh, yeah, you got it. We always do. We never clearly still got the tie on, which means we've had a busy day, and we just got in here. However, again, after hours, Jeff and Julia, you can check us out on the KSN Plus app, Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. And if you're watching on KSN Plus right now, immediately following this podcast, our sports podcast, Double Coverage with Michael Imami and Asia Simone Smith will come on immediately following this podcast on KSN Plus. That's a great podcast, by the way. They're a lot of fun. But we also are on Facebook Live, and you can join in the conversation with our community cast. So now that we've got that out of the way, this is also our last podcast of 2025.
That's so crazy.
This is it. We are done. After there will be no podcast for the next
2 weeks.
2 weeks, and we will rejoin you at the beginning of 2026, which sounds crazy to say. 2026.
It only sounds crazy because the year flew by.
I'm still putting 2004 on my checks.
Sometimes that happens, like 2014, and I'm like, oh, my bad.
People are like, you're still writing checks? Like, I'm still writing checks. So, anyway, so here we are, the final podcast, and we've had a busy day. Obviously, some serious news going on with the wind and the big fires that have been burning in parts of Kansas, the one north of Hutchinson, and all other kinds of things. Some folks evacuated, but good news, the fire is contained, and we're told that the evacuation order will soon be lifted, and folks will be able to get back into their homes. No homes damaged either, nobody hurt. So it turned out to be a really positive situation. Well, you know, as it
best
came out,
outcome for what we could have hoped for per the situation.
Could have been a lot worse. So
yeah,
we were thinking about our friends up there in Reno County, and then we had some stuff out near was it Russell County?
Yes,
I believe
that's correct.
So, yeah.
It's funny because we went from that. I think both of us were running, and then sometimes it's funny because we come in here and it's like, okay, we have 30 seconds, and we see that timer go.
So here we are, and we didn't really. It will be well, I love how we are. What are you looking at? You good?
I was looking at what you're talking about right now. Go ahead and be transparent.
Oh, I was just going to say that we almost did not do this podcast today. And because we were so busy and we've got things going on, thankfully with the fire contained and some other things that have been resolved, you made that decision during the news. Said, hey, we're doing it. And so I said, okay, we're in. So we had called it off.
Yeah.
And then we circled back and said, no, it's a year-ender. We got to be there. We got to be there for our friends. And I wanted to, you know.
I want to know two things.
Okay.
One, what was is it too early to do like end of year stuff? What was a highlight for the year, and what are you looking forward to next year? You don't have to answer now, but you can think about it.
Okay, I will. And we can ask our community cast.
That's what I want to know. I kind of also want to know your New Year's resolutions, because I am looking for unique ones for myself.
Okay.
Right? So I want to know, what are people, and I think it might be a little early, but since it's year end, I think it's okay.
I got one already.
Okay, what are you working on?
My New Year's resolution for 2026.
And don't say, I don't do New Year's resolutions.
No, I do.
Okay.
I want to get rich.
Okay. Cool.
I want to be super wealthy.
Yeah. I want to win that $1 billion jackpot.
Okay.
The only problem, I don't buy tickets.
Yeah. I don't do resolutions.
See, that's why I said that. I know you. I don't
tell you why.
New Year's resolutions.
No, there are some.
I knew
it.
Hey,
listen, there are some
I even called it.
There are experts out there, that have no sense of humor, that have stated that resolutions are not a good thing, because ultimately what it leads to is failure. And then
if you fail,
and then self-disappointment, which I would say to that, I think the only way you learn and move forward with anything is by failing. So I think failure is something not to be fearful of.
Aren't the people who fail the people who never start the race to begin with?
Okay. Who said that? Nostradamus?
Me.
Okay. That's a Julia Thatcher.
That's because I knew that you were going to say, I don't do them.
I used to, man. I used to.
Okay, why not? Why don't you do them anymore?
I'm just too lazy to do them. I'm too lazy to think about it. And honestly, I'll tell you another thing why. Because when you get older, and you already know this, you're not that old, but when you get older, time
starting this one out strong.
Time goes by so quick. You just wake up one day and like, oh hell yeah, tomorrow's New Year's Day. I didn't even know. You know, like you just, it doesn't really register anyway. And I am such a, how do I put this? Like we had talked about that New Year's Eve tradition I had of going bowling with the family, but it really, and that would always take place like at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock.
Oh,
I have handed in my New Year's Eve party card.
I didn't ask what are you doing on New Year's Eve.
Oh, well, I don't know.
What are you doing for all of 2026?
Well, I'm waiting for our viewers our friends to tell us what they're doing, and then I might just
steal
cherry pick a few of those.
See, that's what I'm hoping to do.
Okay.
I do really, my favorite part about this will forever be the fact that I knew that you were not going to give an answer. Yeah. Here's what I would say. 2 years ago, I felt like, oh my gosh, I can't grow anymore. I can't grow anymore. Like, not that I can't. Well, I don't want to. I'm exhausted.
You stopped growing after like 14, don't you?
Not me, man.
Oh, you mean growing as a person?
I'm waiting on that growth spurt. Any day now, it's going to kick in.
I thought you're talking about like, I'm not going to get any taller.
Yeah. No, I was so exhausted. I was like, I don't want to set a New Year's resolution. And this year, and the reason is because I think it was 2020, 2020, obviously that was the whole thing. And I feel like I did a ton of things in 2020 that I was really proud of. 2021, I moved states, got a new job, all of those things.
Where'd you move to in 2021?
I moved to Wichita.
I knew that. I was just messing with
2022, I started another new job. I went night side.
That's right. Because a big promotion.
So 2023, I was like, I don't want to grow anymore.
Gotcha.
I don't want to do anything. So now 2026, I'm like, I'm ready to grow again.
No.
Yeah, so that's why I'm excited.
To steal some resolutions.
I'm going to steal them so fast.
My resolution then for 2026 is to steal other people's ideas.
That's great.
And use them as my own.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. That's resolution 1 of probably 16 I'm going to make.
Oh, wow. 16?
Yeah, just a random number.
You could do 26 in 26.
I could do 2026 resolutions.
You could. And like make some of them like small.
Like what would the small one be?
Like go out on Saturday morning and have pancakes. Okay. Like how fun is that to say like, oh, I'm going to plan something fun to go and have like when was the last time you went to like a diner?
Not too long ago.
Okay, when?
It's probably back in March.
Okay, what diner?
The Delano Diner.
Oh, and how was that?
It's excellent.
See, don't you wish you went to more diners now?
Well, if there was one like more geographically close to where I live, then yeah. Yeah. Would you consider like IHOP a diner?
Yes.
Okay. Then I've been to a diner. If you consider IHOP a diner, I've been to a diner. Last time it was probably October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the point is like having these like small experiences for me is very fulfilling.
You are. I envy that. You are really, really good at being in the moment where you're at. Mm-hmm. And I admire that quite a bit. When you talked about going to a restaurant with your family and sitting there and you're like, you just take in the atmosphere and you sit there and you want to, and you don't rush through anything. And that is great because I tend to be anxious and, I'll sit down and before I even get the meal, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do after the meal. It's been it's a problem. I'm working on it. But you're very good at just taking in, I guess it would be like the saying that people say, you're good at stopping and smelling the roses. That's kind of that is a saying that sort of is a way to, it's an analogy for like being in the moment and being in the present. And you're good at that.
But I think that's a learned. We talk about this all the time. I don't know if I have talked about it on here. Right. Real quick, Doug, you didn't miss the gift. He asked if you missed the gift. We have talked about it. We talk about it all the time.
We got that coming up.
But
I'm excited for that.
You had told me, because that's a learned skill. And so that was something I am so type A in some areas of my life. I was so stressed and so anxious. And it was like the control aspect. And I remember I started and you had said, you got to calm down.
That is true.
And
you were wound pretty tight.
You did say, yeah, I was wound so tight.
Man.
But I found a lot of success that way. And you
did.
said, and I used to say, I'm going to stroke out before I'm 30 if I keep on that path. And you were like, yes, you will. But I feel like I took that advice and I learned from it. And so I say that because it's a learned skill. If you want that in 2026, it is yours.
I may have been referring to your energy drink habit because I think when I told you that, you were also holding maybe 2 Monsters.
At least one of these
then
filled.
and thankfully, you have dialed back your caffeine intake.
But part of that, remember, we did our caffeine cleanse this year, and you did that with me. That was I would not have survived that.
And I'm still rocking the decaf coffee pods.
Yeah.
And so it's been a benefit for me. My caffeine intake has been cut down
substantially.
Oh, yeah, by a mile.
Yeah. That was a great thing that we did in 2025.
That could be, we cleanse something and in the 2026s.
We could do all Whole Foods.
Cleanse, so no Whole Foods, just fast food.
All
I like
Whole
that
Foods.
idea. Let's do that. Opposite.
Oh, what if we do all Whole Foods?
Okay.
Or we do.
That sounds not expensive.
No, like you can buy a cucumber for like.
Oh, that's great. How much does a
cents.
cucumber cost these days?
80 cents. Or if you get the organic, it's like $1. It's like $2.
Man,
Or an onion.
that sounds like I would be pleasant if I'm just onion that sucker like an apple at work and people are like, no one's around me because they're like, we can't.
I would ask to switch
Bro,
seats.
I know.
I would say I can't sit next to him.
I know a guy.
Have you seen this?
I know a guy in, I'm not going to tell you where, good dude. He's a...
Who eats onions like apples?
Yes. He
Where?
does. And it's a special onion. And I forget the name of this onion, but he is...
What's the name of the guy?
He's a good friend of mine's brother.
Do I know him?
No, but you've heard me talk about his brother. But my point is he has a huge garden where he lives. I mean, and he actually, it's not like he's sells his produce to like restaurants and stuff. Like it's a big garden. He's an expert. He is an expert gardener. Okay. He grows these onions and there's a name for them. And he said, Jeff, they are so good and sweet and non-oniony that you could eat one like an apple. And he does.
Have you done it?
No way. And I still, there's just no way. But and I was the name of these onions, man. And he's like, yeah. And he eats them like apples. He eats onions like apples. But it's a certain onion. And there's a name for it. And I don't know the name of the onion.
I would not do that. I can see some of the comments pop up. I'm not ignoring them. Doug said, Dina, which I love. I love that there's the side chat. Dina, what's the topic? My garage door had a spring break. I've been crying.
I hate that.
The topic, we're just recapping. It's been end of 2025. It is our last podcast of the year.
Yeah.
And so we're just talking New Year's resolutions. What do you want to do in 2026? And what was your highlight of 2025?
And I'm a little sad. I just realized that when we come back in January, this will all be gone.
It doesn't have to be.
It kind of does.
When do you?
I think we should take it down. I hate that because it's so beautiful.
Well, if you really hated it, we would leave it up.
Well, I think we need, when we start the new podcast in 2026, when we start it back up in 2020, we have to come back with, something new and fresh.
Yeah, we'll have new inch.
That's what I'm saying.
Take that down.
And we'll put something else up.
Yeah, or just
Karina will, or somebody will.
Karina's watching and she's like, I put the tree up. Y'all are taking it down.
She's like, I got some ideas.
Yeah.
All right. Just keep building the studio out.
Should I read some of these comments?
Yeah, we got. I really do, and I do eventually want to get to the thing.
Yes, we're gonna. Let's do that after.
That. Okay.
I'm gonna read through because we have quite a few. Olivia, 26-year-old Olivia, said Happy Thursday, and at some point I think said Merry Christmas and see you next year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Steve from the card
Yep.
said, good evening, Jeff and Julia and chat buddies. I like that.
Oh, yeah, the chat buddy clan.
That's cute. Flack said, have a Merry Christmas. Karen said, just love this podcast. Happy holidays to you both. You two are so funny.
Thank you, Karen.
Karen did say that after somewhere around the time where I started. I won't say yelling, but when I said, I knew you weren't going to pick a New Year's resolution.
Why do I have one?
And then Steve said, best of 2025. New grandbaby, 2026 resolution, no more grandbabies. But he said, I hope this fails.
That's great.
Yeah.
what a wonderful year he had. That's pretty much a year topper right there.
Oh yeah, a new baby.
Yeah, new grandbaby. That's the year.
Yeah, a fresh baby.
Oh gosh.
There
okay.
it is. They're different when they're fresh.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yes, a fresh baby.
People.
Nice and fresh. What's that even?
You're welcome.
Thanks for that.
Flax said, my New Year's resolution is to be more positive. I like that.
I think it's a terrible idea.
No. Don't listen, Flax. Good job.
Flax and I, if Flax hung out with me, that resolution would die quick, like on January 2nd. I'm trying to be more positive too, Flax. I'm trying. But anyway.
Dina said, I'm glad you decided to pod tonight. I've had a rough day, and you and the Brew crew are really enjoyable, like a support group. I feel that, Dina.
Oh, man, that is so... I like being a support group.
I also like that Dina calls us the Brew crew, and then Doug gets his dessert bourbon. Mm-hmm. My mom used that on a work meeting. She dropped like dessert bourbon, and she said it got a huge laugh.
Thanks to that?
Yeah, and she texted me and said, "Tell Doug I used dessert bourbon." Mm-hmm. Yeah. Olivia, best 2025, talking to you guys and hearing Jeff say, there's no young people on this, forever being called 26-year-old Olivia.
Forever.
I like that. Also said New Year's resolution is to save money and go to the lake more. And try.
I'm taking that one.
And try an Arnold Palmer. I just learned about it yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Which is a lemonade and...
iced tea.
Is that what it is?
I think it's lemonade and iced tea. Roxanne said, hello, Jeff and Julia. My New Year's resolution is to keep a homeless gift in my car to give to people when I see them.
That's a great idea.
That's great.
That's a really good idea.
And that's something that you can do through the year.
It's a great resolution. See, I knew we would hit home run with that.
Yeah.
Let's steal all those.
Oh, yeah.
Except the positivity one. But
leave the that one was not good.
No, it was great.
Flax, good job. Doug said leave it up until Epiphany. And then there's the...
Oh, this.
Oh, there you go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 2025 was a giver, not a receiver. Yeah.
That kind of makes sense, yeah.
I get that. Mm-hmm. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
So for my birthday, I got in.
This is dumb, but I'm excited.
Okay. So you had said, oh, we can share this on the podcast.
Which, by the way, before you do this, I did also give these to my family.
Oh, did you?
But they don't know. But they don't. They're not watching.
Okay. I was going to say we can't tease it twice and then be like, we'll show you after Christmas.
I know my wife knows I got them, but the kids don't, and they're not watching.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we're good. Okay. It is.
There it is.
The Slang-O-Matic translator.
For people like me, who I'm trying to understand the lingo. And this little apparatus will give you like what I would say, and then the meaning of what like a millennial and a Gen Zer would say, and a boomer, which, you know, I'm Gen X.
You're not a boomer?
I'm not a... Bro. I wish I was. Boomers were raised by our greatest generation, and they're good people. And then I feel like...
But that
my dad was a boomer.
Yeah.
You're like, you're not a boomer?
Don't turn this around.
No, like you're like, I will make.
My favorite is dropping anything that makes you roll your eyes.
I think it was hilarious that you. I know you don't. I know you want to say it. I was going to say like you really knew I wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So open that up. We haven't even opened it.
We haven't even
opened it up yet.
It says, so here's what I love. Here's the disclaimer. It says, be awesome, not sus.
Sus.
And then it also says, do not use the Slang-O-Matic to try to look cool.
Oh.
So I really like that.
Why did I even get it then? It's the only reason I bought it.
Because I think 26-year-old Olivia will be like, don't.
So we're going to learn some new words tonight. Some new meanings.
I've not
too much to them.
Opened this, so if we learn new words.
Is it already set up?
Yeah.
Okay.
But what if, like, I don't want to... I have two fears. One...
Just two?
Just two on the podcast. Okay. One, that I accidentally say something that, like last week or earlier this week when I was like, oh, I told that story about somebody who pulled up in Texas, and I told that story, and it's on social media, but I instantly realized something was wrong. And the other thing is that Doug has a excellent vocabulary, and he's going to have a word on there that I mispronounce.
Okay.
That's my second fear.
That is neat.
Okay, or is it lit, meaning fire? Is it fire?
So
It's pretty lit.
it's lit. No, a boomer would say far out. Right? That's what it says. So
yeah.
so like if you I'm like
I
take it
didn't
from
know
you.
that it
And
had
you can
all
roll,
of that.
And you roll the dial.
Oh.
So this is good.
This is for all of us guys.
So boomers would say nailed it, right? And then I would be like crushed it. And then like you would say killed it. And now the Gen Zers would say
lit.
no.
Oh.
Ate.
Oh.
We ate.
Ate and left no crumbs.
Yeah, I don't know. Has anybody said that to you guys yet? But that's what they say. And then you can roll it like this. This is neat. Okay. So like, yeah, that's all right. Gross.
Okay.
I'd say grody. You'd say nasty.
Nasty.
And then the Gen Z would say that's vile.
Vile.
I didn't know this. So the scoop. A boomer would say the scoop.
Oh.
I'd say the 411. You know, like if you need info, 411.
I think you do say that sometimes.
I do.
You do.
And then the millennial would say the deets.
Okay.
And then the Gen Zers, I've never heard the T.
Yes.
Like TEA.
Oh.
Have you heard that?
Oh, yeah. But here's the thing. I think T is like, ooh, what's the drama? Not like, what are the details?
Well.
Huh.
I think that's hilarious. And I'm going to use it as a reference.
Oh, okay. I do. I love this.
Okay.
Boomer would say a fox.
To describe someone who looks attractive, right?
Sure.
I'm speculating.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's a fox.
Yes. A Gen X, though. Do you know what your generation would say?
Babe.
How did you know that? Did you see it?
That's what I'd say.
I wouldn't have known this. Hottie
babe.
would be a millennial.
That would be you,
but
Hottie. Because Hottie kind of came after a little bit.
in that generation.
Like, man, hey, babe. Now it's like, hey, Hottie. I don't say that.
Gen Z.
What do the young ones say?
Go ahead and say that again. Hey, Hottie.
So that's why I'm so popular. That's why I've had like people call the police on me all the time in social settings. This guy's creeping me out. All I said was, hey, Hottie. All right, what do the kids say?
Snacks. You look like a snack.
Okay, that's...
Here's what I love is that 26-year-old Olivia, I think Jacob is pretty young. Doug said currently the 8. 12-year-old says that, but she turns 12 tomorrow, but still.
They say it, don't they? They have this whole like language. Mm-hmm. And thankfully, with the slang-o-matic, we can now decipher exactly what they're saying.
Decode it.
It is like a decoder pin.
Oh, yeah. Dina said, if you forget something, the walking farts. That's a new one. And that one I think is cross-generational.
It is, yeah.
That is actually really cool. This is super fun.
Okay, I'm glad you like it.
I
was
love it.
concerned that you might not like it.
I absolutely love it. But I'm curious, should I keep reading them?
You could do one more, and then we'll move on. Do one more.
Okay. So it gives you an emoji for it as well, an eye roll.
Okay.
So a boomer would say, yeah, right.
That sounds kind of...
Do you know what you would say? Cher said it famously in Clueless, one movie I have seen.
So it would be what a boomer would say, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Then we'd be like, no way.
No, as if.
As if I was close.
And there's that scene. A millennial would say, I can't even.
Have you said that before?
Yeah, all the time. I can't even.
Do you really say that? Like for
I
real?
don't say it anymore, but
you
yeah,
did.
like
I got
5
you.
years ago, that was a big thing. I
Okay.
can't even.
Mm-hmm. And then what are the noobs?
I say this all the time now.
Oh, here we go.
Bruh.
Bruh.
I say it all the time. I say it in text messages. Yeah.
What did the boomer say on that? It was...
Yeah, right.
So yeah, right is somehow morphed into bruh.
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 That's a good point that it morphs over time.
How does it? And they're just like, oh, it's kind of lazy. It's lazy inge.
Yeah. There are people, I'm sure Doug's children are like, quit trying to make inch happen.
Mm-hmm. We're going to make it happen.
Doug did say that gift eats, period.
Yeah, it ate.
Left no crumbs.
No crumbs, clean plate. Watch me cook.
Boots the house down.
That's what I mean and stuff. That's not on there.
Somebody did give me that phrase, boots the house down, and now I say it all the time, and I'm not 100% sure what it means.
I'll tell you, if you really want to make your young relatives cringe, just tell them something's radical.
Oh, really?
Or
Do they not
rad.
like that? Yeah, I say
Man,
that's
that is
rad.
so rad.
I said that once and you mocked me.
Yeah, because that's like
I said, that's rad.
that's right out of 1987, man.
What did you? Oh, we talked about it on the show. Something of like what represents your generation, and you brought up. You didn't bring it up, but the day before you brought up Funky Cole Medina.
Yeah, the song "Funky Cole Medina" by Tone Loc. Everyone knows that jam.
You said, "Oh, do you remember that song?" And I said, "No." And you said, "You probably remember it. You probably went clubbing to that song."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Okay." And in my mind, I'm like, "Am I about to be offended?" And then you pulled it up, and I wasn't even a thought when that song came out.
Boomers would say, "You go to the disco," and then
Yeah.
like I think my generation would say, "The club."
Yeah.
And yeah, for sure you did. You've and I thought for sure you would have heard that song.
No.
Okay.
That was definitely,
I
I think, a like that generation was the club, and here's why. My parents met at the club.
Okay.
However, I didn't find that out until I was in high school because somebody at church, growing up, we went to the same church my mom grew up in. And I think her name was Cheryl. We ran into Cheryl at church, and
Cheryl. Big C.
Cheryl dropped it.
She dropped that.
And we were like, what do you mean you and dad met at the club? And now they've been married 35 years,
you
but
know
they were like embarrassed about that.
Do you know the club? The name of the club?
No, I think it closed down because we asked about it.
My parents met at a bowling alley in Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, that's cute.
Bowling alley, Fireside Lanes, which used to be up on, I think, 25th and like Amadon area. It's gone now, but they met it. They met when they were youngins at the Fireside Lanes.
Isn't
and my
that
dad was in a bowling
cute?
league, and I think my mom's dad, my grandpa was in the same bowling league, and that's how they all met.
See, I think it's cute, and
To
I
know
like
where they met,
to
yeah.
know where they met because I do. I think about my parents like going out dancing, and like that you,
Yeah.
like
That's I don't know much else, and and I'm not gonna. I'm glad I know some of those nuggets.
yeah, and
That
now,
I recall those nuggets,
yeah, and now I would be like,
Nugs.
don't nugs,
those nugs.
and now I would be like, don't meet somebody in a club, but it worked out for them.
It did.
And
I
my
think you can meet people in a club. And now, in 100 years, adults are going to say, "My parents met
online
on an app."
online, they
On
didn't
the-
even see each
I
other.
didn't even know they bet on. My dad swiped right. Is that a thing? I don't even know if that's a thing.
That's a thing.
Okay.
It is. And that's where all great love stories of this generation start.
They met in the Apple store.
You asked me the other day, you said, do people meet organically anymore? And I said,
I
the
did.
last person I went out with that I met organically, it was horrible.
So you got to steer clear of those organic
So I'm like, don't do
relationships.
that.
Everything
Yeah.
has to be digital.
You
Stick
got
to
to
those-
vet them first. I need to know what you did in 2007 before I agree to go have like a coffee with you.
Stick to that digital dating.
Yeah.
The dig.
The, Fireside Lanes and Pogos?
I don't know what that is.
Oh.
It's in it was in Wichita, and it was up on 25th Street and like Amadon.
Yeah.
Ish between like Amadon and gosh, I don't know that other road. It's gone. And I actually really liked that bowling alley. When I was a kid, I liked bowling there. I was a big bowler when I was a kid, just so everybody knows. I was into it. I was really into it because my dad was really into it, and thought I was going to be a professional bowler when I was a kid, which is silly.
I like of all the pro athletes you could be, you're like, the bowling is the one I'm going
like,
for.
I'm going to bowling because, I mean, it's just a great way to get chicks. It's not, by the way. So I got into it.
No one thought it was,
And then
no.
you can tell my age. Chicks. Babes, I'm sorry. Foxes.
Foxes.
And
What do you, hotties.
hotties.
We just
You know
we're not
those
gonna
bowling
say.
groupies? Oh,
They're everywhere.
man. I was just going to, yeah. So thought I was going to be a professional bowler, and I bowled in all these leagues. I bowled in Hayesville. I bowled at Fireside. I bowled in Derby. I bowled a league at Rose Bowl West. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. I stink at it, and I realized I gave up my dream when I was like 14. But that's how I know they met at the bowling alley, because we were kind of a bowling family.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cute.
Yeah, it's
Which
pretty neat.
only because then you have done, like, you've made a bowling tradition with your family years later,
did.
and that's kind of a full circle thing.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way, but you're right.
That's really cute.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
neat. I'd like to get in a league again one day.
I feel like bowling now would be fun.
Yes. And I would love to get into a league. The problem is our careers The timing isn't. It doesn't quite work out.
If someone was like, you could do a 9 a.m. bowling league.
Well, they used to have those.
9 a.m.?
Well, not quite that early, but there used to be a league that was like at 11 a.m., and it was like a luncheon bowl league.
Yeah.
But that's still it's cutting it too close. And you don't really want to, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm competitive, so I'd want to be in like a
bowling shirt and sweatpants.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe I'll tell you what, my resolution, but not next year, but over the course of the next 3 years.
Maybe sometime in the 2020s.
In the course of the next 36 months.
Okay.
I'll get into a bowling league.
Why 36 months?
I'm giving myself 3 years to make this happen.
But then, okay, so full circle question, because you said, "Oh, you shouldn't set resolutions because then you're a failure if you don't do them."
Whoa! I said there are these experts that have no sense of humor that say that it's not good, and I'm mocking them because I don't agree with that. I said I think it's a good thing because I think you grow when you fail. You have to fail to learn lessons, and then you can be even better at whatever it is you're doing.
Like joining a bowling league?
Like joining a bowling league is a great way to fail and grow as a person.
How do you grow as a person in that area?
I think it's about, when you throw a gutter ball in life, the ball always comes back and you have another shot. That's my... It doesn't work, does it?
We're going to workshop that for 2026.
We are, yes. Actually, tune in January for Jeff's ridiculous analogy.
If you would like to hear a better bowling analogy, he's going to work on that for 2 weeks. Olivia said the one I've been hearing a lot recently is clock it. Tell me if I'm doing this right, and you take your pointer finger and your thumb, clock it. I've been saying clock it a lot. I'm going to clock that.
Never heard it.
Oh, really?
No, I've never heard that.
I brought that up because then there's there's the cross chat. Doug then said our entire family does that finger thumb motion now.
I don't know what that is. I got to look that up. I feel left out behind the times.
That's what I want to know. Huh.
Clock that. I don't even know what that means.
Okay, the next Gen Z verb, tindered. My rent's tindered. Dad said mom's pro was slay. I have no idea what that means.
I've heard slay. I get that a lot. I get that from some of our teammates that are of a certain experience level, and they'll have a great day, and they'll be like, "Man, I slayed today."
Oh yeah, we know that one.
And I'm like, "Slay all day." I don't know what that means, but slay all. I think it means do good, do great, kill it.
Okay.
Yeah, is that what it means? It's not on there.
Are we sure?
I don't think it's on there.
Isn't that sad that I'm like, oh,
slay? What was the other one that they mentioned?
Capping.
I don't know what that is.
Like no cap, not no cap. That was something else. Oh, clocking. I'm sorry. Clocking.
Is clocking on there?
No, none of that's on there.
Send it back. It's incomplete.
Steve said Pogo's at 21st and Amadon. Van Halen played there once. And then said, I'm a boomer. And we love that, Steve.
I know 21st and Amadon, and that's not where Fireside was. Fireside was north to 29th, and then I want to say it was west of Amadon on 25th, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. I got to figure that out.
Doug said, sorry, digressing. 2025. Okay. Couple things. Completed well in 12 days. The Rosary in a Year podcast missed maybe 5 days. That's huge. Okay. That's very cool.
That is good.
Okay. Celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary. Although it says Wed Annie, which I really like the abbreviation, and having barbecue with a community cast at NAFSCR, at NAFSCR.
We should do that.
I like that.
BBQ.
Yeah. Happy anniversary, too.
Happy anniversary.
25 years. It's very cool. Happy Annie.
Get some BBQ at the NAF.
Yeah.
I like. We're idiots. At least I am.
I think in 2026 I want a dog.
Oh, I know.
My dog died in 2025, and I sobbed. And we have pictures loaded up because we have.
Okay, I'm going to ask you. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Look at how cute she was.
I know you're still struggling.
We were doing a podcast about dogs or cats. That was my first dog, who is so ugly, and she was so mean.
What,
she
man?
was mean.
Wait. Don't take that. What's that? What's that dog's name?
That was Maxine. Look at her little peep toes.
And then go back to your.
We leveled up. Here's the thing. I say we leveled up. We love the dog. The dog only liked my mom, and it was kind of mean. So I thought all dogs were mean. But then I got that one, and I loved that one.
Smiling and the name.
That one is Lacey.
Okay, Lacey.
So,
I know you were behind the scenes. I mean, when this all happened,
I was so sad.
We were kind of treading lightly a little bit because that was a big. Dog's been through a lot. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but been through a lot with you, and that's a really tough thing to do.
Yeah. So I think in 2026 I want a new dog.
You're ready for a new dog?
Yes, I 100% am going to get a dog.
Okay, there you go.
Sometime in 2026, and I want to have more fun. And
me too.
And I want to be more intentional about like goals. So I'm going to write down my goals. And I heard one of those experts.
Yeah,
you write down like 25 and then you narrow it down to 5.
Okay.
And so I like that that concept of saying, okay, write down 25 things, because there are going to be things that come to mind later and then things that you do or don't do. So I'm going to write down my 25 and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, it's good.
Are you going to write yours down?
No.
Are you going to do any?
I mean, I'm going to try to do stuff.
Here's what I do know.
My goal is to try to do some stuff and maybe see some things.
You once told me I'm super persistent. And so I really trusted my ability to wear you down and be like, what are your resolutions? What are you going to do? You need to write them down.
Mm-hmm.
Enough, to annoy you enough that then you say, I'll write them down if you quit asking me.
I wouldn't be that rude, though.
No, you not directly, but you would think that.
No, yeah, you're right. But you should be in sales. You'd be great at sales.
Thank you so much.
I mean, you would just kill it because they'd say no, and you'd say no. Okay,
here's why you're going to do it anyway.
That's not going to happen. Yeah, that's exactly no. Okay, but so how much do you need? How much do you want? What am I billing you?
We do have those conversations where you're like, I will not be doing that. I'm like, but you will be, and here's why.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah. And you are persistent, and you can influence. You've got good influence.
Well, you have great give.
Some would call it peer pressure.
Eventually you will cave.
Some would call it peer pressure. Others would call it, persistence and influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
It works.
Whatever you want to call it, we're fine with that.
It works.
Kathy said Jeff sounds like me. No New Year's resolutions.
Thank you, Kathy.
Oh.
We got to stick together.
Yeah.
We got to stay strong.
And flex with the positivity.
Good luck. I like that. I actually like that. That's a good. I always try to be more positive anyway. Now I'm trying.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's Flax's. If that's your resolution, does that mean he's going to binge negativity for like the next 2 weeks just to get it out of his system?
She'd be like, that's it. I'm done. I'm cleansing now.
I'm just going to be really negative the next 2 weeks just to get it out of his system, and then I'm going to hit that resolution. Just be positive.
I don't think it's something you should quit cold turkey. I think you should work on it for the next 2 weeks and then be like, I'm going to be good in 2026.
It's kind of like the folks that I'm not going to drink anymore. I'm going to stop drinking alcohol. And they're like, but I'm just going to go, but for the next 2 weeks, because I know I'm stopping. Yeah. It's never a good plan.
No.
FYI.
Dina said, I would like to finish my mom's bucket list while we have time.
Oh, that's great.
Dina, what is on the bucket list? I'm very curious. Mm-hmm. Doug said April 2026, NAFSCR, we got to do it. Things, stuff, sludge, no excuses. Oh, we'll all sign NDAs. What happens at meetup stays at meetup. I really like Doug bringing in the NDAs. I don't think
it's for us. I think it's for Doug.
I know.
I think Doug is concerned. No. It ain't for you guys.
I
for
like
me.
that something might
sign some NDAs.
There's something might happen that we need to sign an NDA. I'm like, I'm
in for that.
Be there.
I'm game for that.
Yeah.
That's a number one draw. You have to sign an NDA. I'm going.
I'm definitely going.
Yeah.
I met one person when I first moved here that had worked with a very prominent family in Wichita. I won't say which one.
Okay, well, there's only 2.
And they said that they had to sign an NDA. And I was like, tell me more. And they were like, I literally cannot tell you anything.
I know somebody that worked, I think, for the same family and did some security things and had to sign an NDA.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting. Dina said one of her last things is a horse race live.
Oh, I have been, as a kid, I used to go to Eureka Downs. I would watch the horse races there.
Do they still?
They do not.
Oh.
They are trying to bring it back, though.
Okay.
There's a rumor. There's a
pulling
rumor
for
floating out
Dina.
there that horse racing might return to Eureka sooner than you think. It's just a room. Just a room.
But if somebody has a horse, we could race it and help Dina out.
You can still go. I thought there was a track in Oklahoma,
That's why I said Oklahoma.
but
She might have to make
but
the trip
it
down
may
there.
not be still running.
Yeah.
Horse racing in the Midwest kind of. I think it just got. I don't know why it didn't. I'm not saying it failed. It lost some of its
Inch.
support. It's probably just it's expensive. It's not for people. It's expensive for the horses and all the stuff and all the care. And I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Kathy
my
said
mic.
kind of like the day before Ash Wednesday, where you like go crazy before you have to.
Is that what they do? Yeah. Before you. Yes.
Yeah, I have given up. I gave up soda so many, like I think once for Ash Wednesday, and then gave it up for a year, and now I don't drink soda. So I'm like, I have Ash Wednesday to thank for that.
It's good.
Yeah. 3 minutes.
3 minutes, and we just probably ought to take the last 3 minutes to thank everybody. We've had such a
Yeah.
wonderful year. I know we started this a little late in the year. We've had over 60 now episodes, I think, maybe more than that, close to 70.
I think like 55.
Oh, I thought we had 60, like 58 to 60. It doesn't matter.
We've got
The-
something.
The point is, we've done a lot, and we've grown this thing, and we love all of you that join in on Facebook, and even the ones that have stepped up to the KSM Plus app, and it's funny, and because it is, I don't want to say it's therapy for us, but in a way it is. In a way, it's something we look forward to. Communicating with all of you, and I can't speak for you, but I learn a lot. I think maybe you do. I just learn a lot about, not just about the people, but some of the ideas that have been floated on here, we do take and use in our own lives. So,
Yeah.
it's our cheat code.
It is our cheat code, and it's
Yeah.
funny of like I get to learn things about Wichita or Kansas. I get to learn things like from other people and apply it to my own life and to myself. And I think we had started this, and Doug always talks about how it gets kind of sentimental like the last minute.
Yeah,
but
does.
it's such a blessing to be able to pop on here and have this community cast. And I think our bosses and management letting us continue to do it is because the people show up,
Yep.
our friends show up. And so I love that.
So thank you all for watching. And remember, double coverage, if you're watching on KSM Plus, begins right after this podcast. Y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2026.